Good day folks, Sean here from Air Photography. So today Insta360 has launched the brand new Go 3S. This is an upgrade over the Go 3. It now allows the camera to film in 4K, plus a slew of other new enhancements and features. Now alongside of the Go 3, they launched this new accessory. It's a quick reader tool, and I wanted to make a separate video about it. I did include some information in my full review, but this could be a very important tool for some people to help bypass the limitation of not having expandable memory. So in this video, we're just going to do a quick demonstration of it, and I'm going to show you exactly how it works and what all it can do. And the really nice thing is that it is fully compatible with the Go 3. So if you own the Go 3, all you have to do is make sure you update your firmware to the latest version, and it will be compatible with this tool as well. Now this is a multi-purpose accessory. You can do several things with it. Most notably, what you can do is offload the content from your Go 3 or Go 3S right to a memory card that is located in the quick reader. You can put whatever size memory card you need in there, and then when your storage on the camera gets full, you can transfer it over quickly right in the field. That frees up space so you can continue filming. If we take a look at the unit here, you can see we have a magnetic connector here. This is where the camera connects to. And on the back here, we have two ports. We have USB-C for connecting to USB-C ports like iPads with USB-C or Android devices. It's also how we feed power into it, which we need to transfer, which I'll show you here in a second. On the other side here, we have a lightning connector, so you can connect it to iPhones and iPads that have a lightning port. Now, not only can you offload content to this device, you can actually use this to charge up just the camera module by plugging it into a USB-C port. And when you have files stored on the memory card, you can actually plug this into your device and edit right off the memory card. You don't have to transfer everything over. Alternatively, you can connect the camera right to it and plug it into your iPad or Android device, and again, edit right off the camera. Now, somebody on my full review made an interesting comment that in theory now, with the launch of this new tool and the fact that Insta360 is selling this 4K mini camera independently from the Action Pod, somebody who has no interest in the Action Pod, they just want this small wearable camera. With this new tool, you don't really need anything else. You can transfer all the content, and it can be used to keep the device charged up. I'm not saying that's a good or a bad idea, but that is an interesting concept. So I'm just going to demonstrate here how it works. There's actually two different ways we can do it. We can transfer the content without powering on our Action Pod, just using the quick reader and external power, or we can plug this into the Action Pod, and I'm going to show you both methods here. So this method is good as if you've gone away and you've had a full day of shooting and you don't have a lot of power left in your Action Pod, but you want to get everything transferred over. All you have to do is power on the camera, and we're going to do that with a long press. You're going to see that light turns blue and you're going to hear the camera beep. We don't want to do a quick press because that's just going to turn the camera on and make it start recording. So you want to do a long press just to power it on. The next thing we need to do is plug the USB-C into some form of USB-C power. You can plug it into a USB-C power brick that you've got attached to a wall, or you can use a power bank. I just have a small one here, and I'm going to plug that in. And what you're going to notice right away when I connect the Go 3 or the Go 3S, this light here is going to turn green. That means it's ready to transfer content. And all we have to do is a quick press. You're going to hear a beep, and that light is going to start flashing. When it's flashing, that means it's transferring content to the memory card. At any given time, you can press the button again to stop the transfers. When it's done transferring everything, the camera will beep 3 times, signifying that everything has been moved over. Once it does transfer everything over, it does remove it from the camera. You don't have to go in and manually delete anything, so you're just ready to go out and start filming again. Now, the other way to do it is plugging the quick reader into the side of the camera using the USB-C port. Essentially, we're just going to use that port to power the unit. Now, doing it this way, you also get the bonus of having a visual transfer graph on the back, so you know exactly how much longer it's going to take. So we're going to do the exact same thing here. We're going to plug the quick reader into the side. You hear we got a beep there just to confirm that it has recognized it. Again, we want to make sure our camera is powered on, and then we are going to connect it to the card reader. And right away here, you can see we get this graph. You can see it tells me how much I have stored on the camera, how much I have currently stored on the memory card. Gives us some tools there where we can go in and format each device. And at this point, we can press the button to start the transfer, or we can hit the button at the bottom there, again, to start the transfer. So it's telling me there it's transferring 1 of 19, and it gives us a progress bar. Now, as mentioned, this is compatible with the Go 3S, the new one that was just launched, and if you have the older one, the Go 3. You just have to make sure you update the firmware on it. Now, a couple other things you can do with the Quick Reader. As mentioned, you can use it to charge just the camera for whatever reason. If you need to charge the camera independently from the Go 3, you can just plug it into USB-C power. Make sure the camera is turned off, and you can see when we connect it here, that light turns red, signifying that it's charging. Now let's go ahead here and we're going to switch over to our iPad, and I'll show you what you can do with the Quick Reader and the iPad. Right now we've got content transferred to the memory card, and we can plug it into the side of our iPad using the USB-C, or again, you can plug it into an Android device. If you're using an iPhone that still has Lightning, you can use the Lightning connector and it will function exactly the same. But for me, I'm going to use the USB-C and I'm going to plug it in. And right away, you're going to notice a message pop up allowing Insta360 app to access it. And it's going to come right in and start reading off the Quick Reader. You know it's reading off the Quick Reader because it says Quick Reader at the top. So here's all the content that I have transferred to the memory card. And we can go in and bring up our files. We can preview them. And of course, we have all our editing tools, so we can go ahead and edit right off the memory card. We don't have to transfer everything over, and we don't actually have to connect to the camera to do the editing. Again, that can be beneficial if you're running low on battery power. And as mentioned, you can also use the Quick Reader to read the files directly off the camera. You can see here, once we powered the camera on, it's now reading from the camera. So these are files stored on the internal memory on the camera. Or we can switch over to the Quick Reader and it's going to read the files off the memory card. So if you've got files stored on the camera and on the memory card, you're able to access both. So it's a very useful tool, and a lot of people are going to find this beneficial, especially if you are a little concerned about not having expandable memory on the Go series. This allows you to transfer over all your files out in the field, so that way you can continue filming if you have filled up the internal storage. Now, the only thing you cannot do with it, and I'm hoping this changes with the firmware update, and that is read the memory card using the Files app on an iPad or an iPhone. It would be nice just to be able to plug it into your iPad, use the Files app to transfer content manually if you want to edit in a different program. But unfortunately, at this point, it does not read it in the Files app. Again, that may change with a firmware update. I actually submitted that to Insta360 to see if that could be done. But in the meantime, what you can do is just take the memory card out. Once you've already transferred all the content over, plug it into a regular card reader, plug it in, and then you'll have access to all the files stored on the memory card. So there are ways around it if it's important for you to have access via the Files app. So yeah, folks, that's basically it for this video. That is the Quick Reader tool for the Insta360 Go 3 and the Insta360 Go 3S. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.